Hi there, join me this morning when I head off to take some photographs at Tittesworth Water. So I'm really hoping I can salvage something from this morning's photo shoot. I got up this morning at 5:30 and the plan was to get out and take the sunrise, but when I looked out the window it was overcast. The forecast said it was going to stay cloudy all morning, and then a couple of hours later it cleared. There was some great light in the sky and it would have been absolutely magical, but I was in the wrong location because I'd gone back to bed. So there's something to learn from that experience. And if you look now at what the weather's doing, it's completely clear and really sunny. So I'm really kicking myself for not being out this morning. That's why I've come out this morning. Hopefully I can find something that I can take some pictures of and, well, still enjoy my photography. So this morning I'm at Tittesworth Reservoir, which is just outside Leek in Staffordshire. You can see it's a lovely calm still morning from the water behind me. It's quite sunny, but because we're getting quite late in the year, the sun is quite low, so that shouldn't prove too much of a problem. I'm about to go into some wooded area, so I'm going to keep an eye out for some things that I can take some pictures of. So I'm stood on the edge of a stream here and I've spotted a beech tree a little bit further up that's still got quite a bit of colour on that makes quite an interesting focal point. So I've got the bend of the river going up, I've got a really interesting tree here in the foreground and then the tree with a bit of colour on in the background. I've tried a few different ways of shooting. I've tried some landscape, I've tried some portrait, I've done some focus stacking as well just to be sure that I get everything in focus, but I quite like this one. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe and the bell notifications. That way you won't miss out on any of my future releases and it really helps the channel. So go ahead, click subscribe. Cheers. So just here there's a tree that's fallen across the stream, and at the end there's some nice green ferns that I'm using as a focal point, and I've put the 20mm lens on, so I've got a nice wide angle to get all of the tree in across the bottom of this stream bed. So what I've done now is I've turned the camera around and pointed it back towards a bridge that crosses the stream, but just to make it a little bit different, what I've done is I've put the camera very, very low to the ground, so I get lots of detail out of all of these beech leaves on the floor, and it makes a real feature of them. So I think this could be quite good as well. It's a few days after the photo shoot now, and clearly I'm back at home, but I just wanted to share a few of the reflections that I've had on the photo shoot. There was a couple of things that bothered me. One is that I carried far too much, and I need to remember this in future outings. I just had the long lens, I had a big coat on, and I ended up overheating, and I spent more time struggling to get around the lake than I did focusing on taking the videos and taking the photographs. So that's a bit of a downer, and that spoilt the day out a little bit. So I'll have to remember that in the future. But also, I ended up trying to make the best of some not very interesting locations. When I was in the valley with the beech leaves on the floor, it looked more spectacular than it really was. I took some images when the compositions weren't really very strong. So if you take a look at this picture, for instance, there's no focal point, there's quite a lot of mess, and the lighting's not great. It's just not very spectacular. So I did try to make the best of what I had, but not every photo works, so just remember that. As long as you enjoy yourself, that's the main thing. Let's go back to Tittesworth to finish the video. Well, that's probably been a shorter video than normal. I've enjoyed the walk and it's been lovely getting out and about, but it just niggles me that I missed this morning's sunrise. If I've just stuck to my plans and got up, what I could have got this morning would have been really, really special. But there you go, you live and learn. Just goes to show if you make a plan, then stick with it, because you just never know what you're going to get. And I missed out this morning, big style. Don't forget you can check out my Instagram, that's at Darrell Oakden Photography. There you can see sneak peeks of photographs before they go into videos. You can also message me there and down below in the comments. I love reading all of your comments. Let me know what you think of this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Go ahead and click like, subscribe and the bell notifications to stay up to date with all of my future releases. Watch out for next week's video, that goes live at 4 o'clock on Sunday. But all that's left now is to say stay safe and I'll see you soon. To Tittesworth, trip up to Tittesworth. Now is to say stay there, you scar.
Uh-oh.